power. The power.
It's just a sad situation.
It's your opinion like a baby when a judge rules against. Don't even utter another word.
Why does everyone think the law doesn't apply to them? Welcome to Hammer's Law. I'm attorney Darryl Isaacs, the Hammer. Today's video was called 11 Minutes of Karens versus Judges from the YouTube channel Karma. And we're going to see exactly how you don't act in court.
We've all heard a Karen asking for the manager in grocery stores, restaurants, fast food places, you name it. She's asked to speak to the manager of it. But what happens when a member of Karen kind is sat in front of a judge or a jury? Well, it turns into something out of a TV show. Freakouts, meltdowns, and descents into insanity. This is Karen's in court, and things are about to get heated. Let's get started. Our first male Karen of the day is Darryl Brooks, who, in the most Karen way possible, defends himself in court.
All right, so first thing they teach as a lawyer, everyone has a fool for a client. You should never be your own lawyer in court. Get a lawyer.
Tries to be clever with the judge, thinking he knows how to do her job better than the judge herself, but she's having none of it, and puts him comfortably in his place.
All right, thank you. The jury can come on out.
I was told to pay for something under a civil statute.
Mr. Brooks, I am not the custodian. Bring it up with the clerk of court.
How
not
can I bring
addressing
it up with the clerk of court? How am I?
Okay, rule number one, do not argue with the judge. Certainly you can question, ask a answer, however you want to do it, but arguing with the judge is going to get you nowhere.
To do that. So that makes me wonder if it's a
Mr. Brooks,
case.
the jury's coming out. I'm not going to address your request for open records. I'm not the custodian of the records, sir.
Being sued? My Cestui Trust is being sued?
Mr. Brooks, this is an irrelevant matter that you're attempting to bring up in the presence of the jury. The record should reflect these interruptions.
Before the jury came out, Your Honor.
And I told you I wasn't going to address it. Please.
Okay, so it's a civil matter. Who's being sued? My Cestui Trust? Because how can I be?
Mr. Brooks, you're talking about an irrelevant matter between...
He does seem pretty sincere. Maybe he doesn't understand. But again, not sure why he's decided to be his own attorney.
You and the clerk of court.
It wasn't irrelevant when I got the paperwork from the clerk of courts. I was simply
Mr.
trying to
Brooks,
address it.
I'm not going to address it. The jury will
So
disregard these irrelevant comments.
Matter? We haven't addressed subject
All
matter
right, thank you.
jurisdiction yet at all
Everyone,
either?
please be seated. The jury will
we're not gonna
disregard the
address subject
statements
matter?
Mr. Brooks is making about subject matter jurisdiction. They are a misstatement of the law.
Yes. No,
All right,
they're not.
and
just like this is a civil case.
Mr. Brooks, the jury's here. Please
Just like
show
this is a civil
respect
case.
and decorum.
According to this document, this is a
Mr.
civil
Brooks,
case,
please stop.
which means someone is being sued. Civil is a
Okay, at some point I anticipate she's going to kick him out of court and proceed without him, which wouldn't be a good thing either.
suit.
Mr. Brooks, you're talking about an irrelevant matter. I'm starting the trial.
Of course, right here that says it's a civil matter.
Mr. Brooks
So
has
what's
nothing
being
to
sued?
do with
My
this
Cestui
case.
Trust is being sued.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So,
I got the paperwork right here.
all right, I'm
How
going to
do you
excuse
not know
the
what I'm
jury
talking
right
about?
now, given this disruption. All rise for the jury.
After missing his court date, this male Karen is brought forward in front of a judge and asked why
So, wow. If the jury has not rendered a decision before all that, I can't see it going well for him.
he missed the day in court. His surprise shocks everyone in the room, including the judge. But if you think that's shocking, just wait for what happens next.
Your attorney withdrew, so you'll have to hire an attorney?
I don't need an attorney.
You're a lawyer?
Nope.
You want
Nope, wrong answer. Everybody needs an attorney.
to talk about me at bond with me? What do you want to tell me?
About what?
Bond?
I don't really to be honest with you.
Oh, no, 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 no. It's bad enough he wants to be his own attorney in court. Now he just used the F-bomb in front of the judge.
Get 30 days in the county jail for contempt.
Whoop, called that, but I didn't call the punishment. 30 days in jail for saying the F-bomb. Not the smartest move on this young man.
Cuff him if you got the cuffs. Hold on. It's $5,000 cash surety bond, temporary, subject to the temporary protection order. He just swore at the judge. Can I give you a piece of advice?
What?
You can either make life easy or you can make life hard.
I already ruined my life.
That's 60.
Oh my gosh, it's getting worse and worse. This young man needs to just be quiet.
Want to go for 90? That's
Oh.
That's 180. That's 306.
I'm working at McDonald's. Now I gotta come here and my life. You.
Melvin, stop.
How many days you wanna give me now? Are you Sir County?
Melvin,
Yeah, I'm at about a year right now in contempt, so.
Oh, see, okay. If you're watching this, and hopefully you are, anytime you have to make an appearance in court, get a lawyer. If he had a lawyer, he would not be spending any time in jail.
He's got a mental problem.
The power.
Good.
The power.
Good.
It's just a sad, sad situation.
That's stupid. Melvin, stop. Stop.
It's too late. He's already caused a scene.
Melvin, listen.
And you know who you feel the worst for is family. They're there to support him, and they can't control him, and now he's going to spend a year in jail. It doesn't need to be. It shouldn't have happened.
When taking the oath in court, this Karen decides it's wise to constantly interrupt the judge. But this quick-witted judge knows exactly how to handle it. Wait for it.
Ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
I would like to call.
Ma'am, stop. I know you want to control this room, but this isn't Burger King. When the sign changes to Burger King, you can have it your way. Right now,
This isn't Burger King. I guess that means they're not going to have it
and
their way.
you will answer my questions.
Call back.
Stop. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? Yes or no? Are you going to tell the truth? All right, I'll take that as silence. I understand her attorney is
Again, this lady is not helping herself, trying to establish she's in charge of the courtroom and not the judge.
on here. Where is her attorney? Again, say anything again without telling me you're going to tell the truth, and I will hold you in contempt of court for 93 days.
Oh, she's willing to talk, but not do what she says.
Contempt carries with it 93 days and or $7,500. You will not act disrespectful in this court.
Wow. Well, we didn't see enough to know the final outcome, but again, the lesson here, especially if you have an attorney, let your attorney talk, and then when it's your turn, they will let you know.
Absolutely schooled by a judge after she rules against him and he insults her judgment. Justice served.
Even you don't testify to that. The best you have testified to about notice is I do believe there was talks about application.
Exactly.
But I'm reading your words, right?
Exactly.
But I don't recall telling her specifically how the process works.
She was on
that
notice.
is not
There's
putting
an
her on
application.
notice, Mr. Paulino. She's going to have to fill out a 10-page thing that asks her to list.
She can't go down to the condo place
Mr.
and get an
Paulino,
application.
it's not.
This is standard practice, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Paulino, you're dead wrong.
That's your opinion.
No.
Ooh. Not sure, and at this point, I'm not sure I would do what he's doing. Well, I know I wouldn't do what he's doing.
That's my ruling, pal. And let me tell you something, Mr. University of Miami Law School. I taught at UM for many, many years, and you right now are embarrassing us. You do not show that kind of disrespect, okay? If you don't like what the judge is doing, then you take it to the next forum. But you do not sit here and say that's your opinion like a baby when a judge rules against. Don't even utter another word. You got a lot to learn about what it means to be a litigator and a lawyer.
I don't want to be either.
Good, because you don't have it in you. But you got a lot to learn about what it means.
Again, why? And so he's a lawyer and he's doing this. I don't understand.
What it means to be a member of the Florida bar. And if you think that this kind of petulance and babiness on your part to turn around and tell a judge who you disagree with, well, that's your opinion, is going to get you anywhere, you are sorely mistaken. If there's nothing you should have learned in the last 2 years as a law student, there's something you should have learned as a human growing up, that you do not show that kind of disrespect. You don't like it, take it to the hallway. But you do not look a judge in the face, because I don't care what you think about me. You got to respect this process. And if there's anybody who I expect to respect this process, it's a second-year law student.
Okay, that explains it. So he's a second-year law student. He's not a lawyer yet. He hadn't passed the bar. He hadn't finished law school. But he's acting very disrespectful, and he's giving the judge all the ammunition.
At the University of Miami. Verdict for the plaintiff, $450 and court costs.
So, lesson learned under Hammer's Law here is don't be disrespectful to a judge. You don't have to agree with him or her, but as you can see from these videos, any calling judges names, cussing, telling them, you know, they're idiots or whatever, is only going to result in you going to jail over that. So, lesson learned, be respectful in court. I'm Darryl Isaacs, the Hammer. Until next time, I'll see you on the next video.